Hey guys, welcome back to Boosted Gaming. So today we have a brand new build for you. This is going to be for Iron Horse. This is going to be a build you can use on Boss 2, 3, and 4. It's going to carry with it a lot of burn resistance. It's going to carry with it a lot of armor regen. So you're going to be able to sit there and face tank pretty much Pfizer the whole time without any kind of worries. You'll also be able to get in and make sure that boss 3 isn't taking you down that quick. That shield will hold up really good, and then Morozova, just a great way to face tank her as well. So diving into the build here, you can see we've opted for the Demolitionist, because Demolitionist doesn't just give us the explosive resistance when it comes to like Morozova, where you can negate one actual mortar that she drops on you, but it also gives you 20% burn resistance. So kind of like a double-edged sword, right? So you kind of have two different things with that specialization, which is awesome. Getting straight into the first weapon here, this is a high-end ACR. Nothing really spectacular about this. It does carry with it Vindictive as a talent, but again, we're not here to put down enemies. We're just here to essentially be a bullet sponge. So your weapons really don't matter, but it's nice to be able to have something that's got decent damage and decent put-down power, should you be able to. And with Vindictive, typically if you've got a status guy running and you get that guy down on your last round, you're going to be able to proc some additional damage for your team or chance. So just a positive side if you're the one that knocks him down. Going into the second here, you can see we have the Mop. Really great shotgun. It's got armor on kill, which is fantastic. And again, if you kill an enemy, it's going to repair armor at the same time. But it's, again, you're not here to put down enemies with this build. You're here to just be a bullet sponge. You can see here we've opted for the Liberty as our pistol, primarily because of the shield reason. We're using the Bulwark, so this Liberty pistol is going to be, you know, key to making sure that your shield is staying up. And what you're doing is any hits grant 2% weapon damage. It stacks up to 30 times, and any headshots consume all those stacks, and they repair your shield 3% per stack. So you keep hitting body shot, body shot, body shot, hit him in the head, and your shield gets repaired almost instantly, which is fantastic. Diving straight into the actual gear pieces, and this is why you're here, guys. You can see gear piece number 1 is our mask, and this is the Gila Guard mask. You can see we're actually running with a 3-piece Gila Guard, so we're going to unlock total armor, health, and armor regen straight from the brand set bonuses. You can see this one has hazard protection, armor regen, and max armor on it, with also a burn resistance mod. Our second piece here is our Point Man chest. This is the named Gila Guard chest. So not only does it have great rolls on it, and not only can you see that we optimize the armor a little bit, but we actually run Perfect Vanguard. So deploying a shield makes it invulnerable for 5 seconds and grants 50% of your armor as bonus armor to the other teammates. So anytime you're out there and you pop that shield, your team's getting 50% of your armor, so they're getting 50% of 1.7, which is pretty solid. And we can only bring it up from there because not all these pieces are fully optimized as of yet. Going into our third piece here, guys, we've actually opted for the Bellstone Armory. The reason is it brings 1% armor regen with a 1 piece. You can see here we're missing a 1% hazard protection, which is okay, but we're maxed out on armor regen as well as armor itself. And you can see that overall, not a bad piece to have because of that armor regen. Going into our knee pads here, we've opted for the Emperor's Guard. This is the Murakami named item. Now, the reason we went with this way as well is because, one, it gives us a skill tier, which is good for the shield, but it also gives us 1% armor regen just from having this piece equipped because it's part of the named piece. Then we actually rolled in some armor regen into those as well. Going to the gloves, you can see that we've opted for the Gila Guard gloves. Again, these are not fully rolled max. You can see we're optimizing them, or at least in the process of optimizing them until we can get a better pair. So we're obviously grinding for better gloves if we can. But this gives us max armor. We got some armor regen on it as well as some hazard protection. Going into the backpack here, this is our 511 backpack. This is going to give us additional health at 10% for the 1 piece. And this does not have max armor. It's got almost max hazard, and obviously you can see we've maxed out the armor regen on it. The talent for this one is Adrenaline Rush, and whenever you're within 10 meters of an enemy, you're going to gain 20% bonus armor for 5 seconds. It stacks up to 3 times. Very good for Pfizer because you're going to literally be getting 20% bonus armor for 5 seconds every single time. And like I said, it stacks, so you're going to be getting bonus armor all the time while you're in there face tanking this dude, trying to get water on the actual turrets. Plus, anytime you're in close proximity to any enemies, you're gaining the armor. So good for no matter where you are, especially when you're face tanking enemies. Then you can see we've opted for the bulwark shield. This is the full shield, so that's the reason we have to go with that Liberty pistol. The full shield is going to cover everything. It's going to give you maximum protection. This one's got 13.5 million health. It's got 175,000 active regen, which is kind of why we want the Liberty, because we need to make that active regen even faster. And again, we're not running maxed out mods, but we're doing what we can with what we got. And then obviously you can see that we've opted for the revive hive, primarily because if we go down, we want to be able to pick ourselves back up, because most times you're not going to be in a spot where a teammate can get to you, and it's not beneficial for them to try to get to you. So if you go down because you're face tanking, you should be able to pick yourself back up. So that's the other nice thing about having that one piece of Murakami, is it gives you an additional skill tier, so you get one additional charge on top of that. So you can pick up a teammate and yourself should the need arise. And then getting into the actual numbers here, and this is why you're actually here, guys. So you can see we've got 1.7 million armor. We've got 80,000 armor regen. So again, this is going to constantly be proccing. This is going to constantly be giving you armor. So even if you're taking fire and you throw your shield up, you're going to be getting your armor back. And that's kind of what we want. We want to be able to get that armor back in case our shield goes down. So you can see our max health here is almost 400,000, which is pretty decent. Health regen is a little slow, but it's not too bad. And then as you guys can see here, our overall hazard protection is just shy of 60, but our burn resistance is 100%. That's due to some of the burn mods that we have, as well as the 20% from the specialization. So, but that's it, guys. That's the build in a nutshell. Like I said, it's a fantastic build for boss 2, an Iron Horse. Fantastic build for boss 3 because you can face tank them. And with your hazard protection, if you've got it closer to being 70 to 80%, you'll actually be able to deal with all the additional stuff, the poison and stuff he shoots at you, and you'll be able to kind of live through that a little bit longer. But again, guys, it's a really good build. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys take full advantage. Make sure you share this page with your friends, guys. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. I got more builds coming. We also got some new news for Outriders coming soon, so make sure to stay tuned for that. And as always, guys, y'all stay classy. Until the next video, I'm out. Peace.